What if your words are revealing more about your heart than you realize? What if the quality of your inner life is shaping every relationship you touch? What if Jesus' teaching about trees and fruit is actually a mirror for your soul? In Luke 6:43-45, Jesus offers a simple image that carries deep spiritual weight. He says that no good tree bears bad fruit, and no bad tree bears good fruit. Each tree is recognized by its own fruit. These words sound straightforward, almost obvious. Yet when Jesus speaks them, he is not talking about agriculture. He is speaking about the human heart. He is revealing a truth about character, integrity, and the unseen roots that shape visible behavior. Jesus often taught through images drawn from everyday life. A tree and its fruit would have been familiar to everyone listening. Trees do not struggle to produce fruit. They produce what matches their nature. In the same way, our lives naturally produce outcomes that reflect what is growing within us. Our words, attitudes, reactions, and decisions are fruit. They do not appear randomly. They grow from the condition of the heart. Many people focus on managing outward behavior. We try to say the right things, act kindly, and appear faithful. But Jesus goes deeper. He is not interested in temporary performance. He is interested in transformation. Good fruit does not come from effort alone. It comes from a heart that has been shaped by truth, humility, and love. Jesus continues by saying that people do not pick figs from thorn bushes or grapes from brambles. In other words, the source matters. If the root is unhealthy, the fruit will eventually reflect that. We may hide it for a time, but it will surface. Stress, conflict, and pressure reveal what is truly growing inside us. When Jesus speaks of fruit, he includes our words. He says that out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. Words are never neutral. They carry what the heart holds. When bitterness lives within, words tend to wound. When fear dominates, words often control or accuse. When love fills the heart, words heal, encourage, and restore. This teaching invites honest self-reflection. Instead of asking, "Why did I say that?" Jesus invites us to ask, "What is growing in my heart?" Instead of focusing on the moment of failure, he invites us to examine the root. This shift leads to lasting change. A good tree does not become good overnight. Growth takes time. Roots develop quietly, unseen. In the same way, spiritual maturity is often hidden before it becomes visible. God works patiently within us, shaping character long before fruit appears. Sometimes we become discouraged by our fruit. We notice patterns of anger, impatience, pride, or harsh speech. Jesus does not respond with condemnation. He responds with truth and invitation. He invites us to bring our hearts to God, to allow him to heal the roots rather than just trimming the branches. Trying to fix fruit without addressing the root leads to frustration. We may temporarily control behavior, but the underlying issue remains. Jesus offers a better way. He invites us into a relationship that transforms the heart. When the heart is renewed, the fruit changes naturally. This teaching also challenges how we view others. Jesus says that each tree is recognized by its own fruit. This is not an invitation to judge harshly. It is a call to discern wisely. We learn to pay attention not just to words, but to consistent patterns of behavior over time. At the same time, this teaching calls us to humility. We are all in process. Fruit develops in seasons. Some seasons are about growth beneath the surface, others are about visible harvest. We must be patient with ourselves and with others. Jesus is not calling us to perfection. He is calling us to authenticity. A good tree is not flawless. It is healthy. It is rooted in good soil. In Scripture, good soil often represents a receptive heart, a heart open to correction, a heart willing to learn, a heart surrendered to God. When we allow pride to harden our hearts, the soil becomes dry. When we cling to resentment, the roots weaken. But when we practice humility, forgiveness, and prayer, the soil becomes rich. Fruit begins to grow. Words are often the first place fruit becomes visible. In moments of pressure, what comes out reveals what is stored within. Jesus does not shame us for this. He uses it as an invitation to deeper awareness. Our words can become guides, pointing us to areas where healing is needed. This teaching also offers hope. If fruit reveals the heart, then change is possible. God specializes in renewing hearts. He does not discard trees that need healing. He tends them, he prunes, he nourishes, he waits. In the life of faith, pruning is sometimes necessary. Pruning can feel painful. God removes habits, attitudes, and attachments that hinder growth. But pruning is not punishment. It is preparation for greater fruitfulness. As we walk with God, our fruit becomes more consistent. Peace replaces anxiety. Kindness replaces harshness. Self-control replaces impulsiveness. These changes are often gradual, but they are real. Jesus' words remind us that faith is not just what we believe, it is what we become. Belief shapes the heart shapes the fruit, and the fruit shapes the world around us. When others encounter us, they taste the fruit of our inner life. Our presence either brings rest or tension. Our words either build up or tear down. This is not meant to create pressure. It is meant to bring purpose. Our lives matter. Our inner growth matters. This teaching also invites us to align our hearts daily. Through prayer, reflection, and scripture, we allow God to examine us gently. We ask Him to show us what is growing within. We listen, we respond. A healthy tree stays connected to its source. For believers, that source is Christ. When we remain connected, we receive nourishment. When we drift away, fruit suffers. Staying connected is not about constant effort. It is about relationship. Jesus never separates fruit from relationship. He does not say, try harder. He says, abide, remain, stay close. Fruit follows naturally. In a world focused on appearance and image, Jesus calls us to substance. Not what looks good for a moment, but what endures. Not fruit tied on branches, but fruit grown from deep roots. If you are dissatisfied with the fruit in your life, begin with the heart. Bring it honestly to God. Ask Him to renew what is broken. Trust the process. Growth takes time, but it is faithful. A good tree does not announce itself. It simply bears fruit. In the same way, a transformed life quietly reflects the work of God. Thank you for watching this video on Holy Path Insights. If this reflection encouraged you, please like the video, share it with someone who may need it, and follow the channel for more faith-filled insights. May your heart be rooted in truth, and may your life bear good fruit in every season.